Republican Representative Dan Crenshaw from the state of Texas is furious at his own party, as many Republicans are right now for various different reasons, but there's a lot of infighting happening in the Republican Party. But Dan Crenshaw, the reason I want to talk about him today, is because he actually went out of his way to make sure that his own party knows that he thinks they are stupid. And the reason they are stupid is because, as we all know, Republicans in the House of Representatives, at Donald Trump's urging, are going to kill a bipartisan immigration deal that Democrats and Republicans in the Senate have been working on for quite some time. They've almost got it finalized. President Biden actually said that he will shut down the border today if y'all pass and send me that immigration bill. And the reason the immigration bill is even a thing to begin with is because Republicans, specifically in the House, demanded it as part of continued aid to Ukraine. So they worked out a deal. They said, okay, we'll do aid to Ukraine. You give that to us, the Democrats said, we'll give you the immigration deal. Republicans said, oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. Trump came along, told these Republicans, don't you dare make an immigration deal that solves the problem at the border. Because if you do that, Biden wins, we don't have anything to campaign on, and he looks like the smart guy, we look stupid. So Republicans in the House are like, oh, that's right, yeah, we can't vote for this thing, we can't give Biden a win, we just have to keep ranting and raving about the border and not solve the problem because the other guy may get credit for it. So Dan Crenshaw, in a conversation with CNN, had this to say about his own party. The height of stupidity is having a strong opinion on something you know nothing about, talking about the Republicans in the House. I'm extremely disappointed in the very strange maneuvering by many on the right to torpedo a potential border reform bill. We have a bill that on net significantly decreases illegal immigration, and we sabotage that. That is inconsistent with what we told our voters we would do. People will make up whatever reasons they want to. There's a number of them, I'm sure, but it would be pretty unacceptable dereliction of your duty to not pass this bill. So you're stupid because y'all are up there in D.C. You're talking about things, as Crenshaw points out, y'all don't know anything about it. Crenshaw's from Texas. He's from a heavily gerrymandered district in Texas, let's be honest, but he sees things. The rest of y'all folks up there in D.C., y'all aren't seeing this. You don't understand it, Crenshaw says, and you're being stupid. And, as he points out, this is a dereliction of duty. I mean, hell, think about this. They're actually trying to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas for not doing anything about the border, when they're literally in Congress, the people trying to impeach Mayorkas are doing the same thing. It's like, you're not doing anything about the border, we're going to impeach you. Well, what are you doing about the border? Oh, we're tanking the bill. Oops. This is utter insanity. I agree with Crenshaw. This is the height of stupidity. And Crenshaw still is kind of on a bit of a, I guess, redemption arc. You know, when he first burst onto the scene, he was just like so many of the other in the MAGA movement, right? He was friends with Matt Gaetz. They were buddy-buddy friends with Marjorie Taylor Greene. He's separated himself. He actually has been very quiet for the last, 18 months after being very outspoken and vocal. And he's kind of trying to position himself as more of a moderate. And I do think, by the way, that is something to, watch out for in the future, because I think Crenshaw has his eyes on a higher office. I really do think that he wants to run for a higher office someday. But he knows you can't do it with the MAGA crowd. He knows the MAGA crowd really is just a flash in the pan. It's a flash in the pan that's lasted longer than it should have, but it won't last forever. Eventually, there's going to be a normalization, and if Crenshaw stakes out that point right now, he's in a better position to run for office, a higher office presidency in the future. So that's what he's doing. He's calling out the idiots in Congress who absolutely deserve to be called out, but Crenshaw's no saint. He absolutely is not somebody who I have really any policy agreements with, but he is positioning himself to run for higher office in the future, so that's something to watch out for. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena, and Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet, so please don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.